Hi, this is Simon Leung from simonleung.com and welcome back to Simon Leung Live. And of course, today I have another question for you. This question is very interesting because if you ask most people, they will say yes, but when it comes to the actual implementation, they will prove otherwise. So I'm going to ask you this right here, right now. Are you an action taker? Are you somebody who actually implements what you learn? Do you make things happen or do you watch things happen? Or better yet, do you simply walk around, look around, and ask what happened, right? Because when it comes to opportunities, when it comes to everything that we've been talking about for the past 15 plus years in the internet marketing stages all around the world, one of the biggest things that people always say is that knowledge is power, right? They believe in it. That's why they learn so much information. That's why they invest in themselves and they take so many classes. But the problem is that most people never even implement or apply what they've learned. So you ask yourself, what really is the point, right? And so, with all of that, I want to make you aware that you can learn anything that you want. You can be a part of all of our communities as much as you want, but it means absolutely nothing if you don't take any action at all. So, once again, I want to ask you, are you an action taker? Now, of course, if you're watching us live here right now, and by the way, if you are, give us a hashtag live inside of the comments. If you're watching us on the replay, give us a hashtag replay. If you're watching us live, this means that maybe, just maybe, you are a little bit more invested than most people out there. Because many people, they like to complain, right? They like to say, oh, this is too long, this is too short, I don't have time for this. I would rather invest my resources doing something else or whatever, right? They make a million and one excuses. And truth be told, our education, our communities, our value is not right for them. But if this is something that it is for you, if you feel like this is something that you want in your life, that you want to improve upon, you want to continue to learn, you want free additional value, you want as much content as you possibly can so that you can be involved in all the amazing opportunities that we are involved in. If you are not yet, I invite you to connect with me on my social media pages. You will see them right there on the screen right now. You will see that you can connect with me, yes, on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't already, right? Like my page on Facebook if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter because if you want to be involved in all these live shows, you want to be able to interact, not just on the replays, not just by leaving comments, but that real life interaction as you're joining us live, then I highly recommend that you join us as we are on live so that we can, of course, be on with you and show you that yes, we are live in person so that we can actually interact with you as well. And just to prove to you that we are not recorded, for those of you who are joining us live, you will see that we will say hi to you, of course. We have Mr. Johnson who's saying hashtag live from KL. It is 3:21 p.m. Awesome. I am the exact same time zone as you. We also have another Facebook user friend who's saying hashtag live with Simon Leung, smiley face. Very awesome. Great to see you. By the way, if you haven't already, make sure that you, and I'll find a link right here somewhere over here, simonleon.com/authorize. Okay, the reason why we're seeing Facebook user as opposed to your name and your smiling face or whatever else is because unfortunately we are on a different platform right now, which means that you need to go to Restream and actually have that authorized for you to actually show your name so that we can actually see who you are. So do me a favor, spend a few seconds to do that if you haven't already, and of course we want to make sure that we can see you as well. We also have Bennett who is saying, I am here when there is pressure. I'm not sure what you mean by there is pressure. There's definitely no pressure right here, right now. There's a lot of pressure, of course, in life. There's a lot of stress that life can give you. But right here, right now, we want to make it as interactive as cool and chilled out as much as possible. So, Mr. Bennett, hopefully you can join us with no clear pressure whatsoever. This is a place for you to learn. It's a place for you to achieve knowledge. It's a place for you to achieve your next level in your personal and professional life if you absolutely want to. We also have another Facebook user friend who's saying knowledge is power, but only when used. Absolutely, implementation, as we mentioned, is the true power. We also have Colin, who is joining us and saying good afternoon. Great to see you. Chester is saying, and yes, I'm invested, or hashtag live. And yes, I'm invested into this. This is something that I want. I want to continue to learn. This is the absolute perfect place for you as well. We also have another Facebook user and say, don't do what I did and follow Simon for 10 years before reaching out to connect. Reach out and connect now. I think just from that message that this must be Mr. Nicholas, right? Of course, Mr. Nicholas, I don't know if you've previously reconnected over here to Restream, but of course, this is something that we need to do in order for us to see your name. I thought that you might have connected to Restream and authorized it before because I seen your name in the past, but maybe something's changed in the integrations or the algorithms or whatever else. So the next time, Mr. Nicholas, that you're back with us right here on Facebook, of course, make sure that you do authorize once again so that we are able to see you. Or, of course, the other option is you can join us on YouTube, which is exactly what you've done. Yes, in fact, it is Mr. Nicholas from Groove Pages Training. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel if you haven't already. Hashtag live with Simon Leung. Great to see you. Also, yes, a repetition of what you mentioned earlier. Knowledge is powerful, but only when used. We also have Nicholas actually is the exact same message. Don't do what I did and follow Simon for 10 years before reaching out to connect. Reach out and connect right now. Why should you reach out and connect right now? Why should you take action right now? Because the truth of the matter, over the years, I've actually talked to millions upon millions of people, both online as well as offline. We talk about taking action. We talk about taking control. We talk about doing what you can do right now. And lo and behold, many people who are procrastinators, right? They don't take action. And how many years of their lives have they wasted? Long, gone, right? And of course, when all of our lives changed in early 2020, over a year ago now, then they start to struggle. Then they start to rush and see what they can do back at that time to make that change for themselves and start learning for the very first time, right? And all those people who already took action, who already did stuff. Well, the good news is that they are light years ahead of everybody else. And the truth is, only a small percentage will see the opportunity, okay? Whether you are in any one of my communities, maybe you're in Groove Asia, right? Or maybe you're in, my video marketing classes. Maybe you're participating in additional affiliate marketing or partnership programs that we do. The truth is, only a very small percentage will ever see your opportunity. An even smaller percentage of that will even do anything with it. So, like I said, I've spoken to millions upon millions of people. I would be lucky if I estimated 5% of the people that I've ever spoken to, they actually invested in themselves. They took action, they learned from me, but even a smaller percentage of that will even continue to take action, which is very sad if you think about it. Do you agree? If you agree, type in the word agree, because most people, they simply don't see the same vision that we do. And just to give you an example, right? In a lot of my other communities, a lot of people, like I said earlier, they complain, right? Either they complain that we're not giving them enough, or they complain that our trainings are too long. They complain about everything under the sun that they can think of. In the end, I'm sure you can understand, we simply cannot satisfy everybody, right? In the exact same 5 minute or 10 minutes that would be giving you a lecture, a lesson, a training, to some people is too short. To some people is too long. To some people it's just not enough. How can you actually find that middle point? You can't, right? And so the change doesn't come in me. The change doesn't come in the content. The change doesn't even come into the system. The change starts with you. Are you going to make things happen, or are you going to watch things happen? Are you going to apply the things and appreciate the training itself, or are you going to complain about it? At the end of the day, it is 100% up to you. Okay, so take exception to everything, but they don't take action, right? Why is it that that happens? And so, what I want to show you right here, right now, is what happens when you do take action. I mentioned about a few times, if you even follow me on my social media, you will actually see that over this past weekend, we did one of our very last and final video marketing insider secrets classes, right? And it just so happened to be with our friends in Thailand. And just to share with you, this is our private group, only accessible to our students who actually attended the class and joined us. And just to share with you, if you take a look, yes, we do provide them with a lot of content. We share them with a lot of different pieces of posts that we do share across a lot of our various communities. But this is what happens when you take action. You can see that this is in real time. It's not something that happened months or years ago. 17 hours ago, I have one of my students who said, today is my second time attending the training session. So yes, we take care of you. And when we say that we're going to give you lifetime support, or when we say we give you 1 year support, or when we say we're going to continue to work with you until you're successful, we mean it, right? This is Lily's second time attending the class. And of course, the more times that you attend, the more that you're going to get out of it. And she was able to, check this out, not only take action, not only get her results, but she was able to get onto the first page of YouTube. Pretty crazy, right? As a matter of fact, she said my YouTube channel ranked at first page on YouTube and Google as well. That's what happens when you take action. That's what happens when you don't say stuff like, this is too good to be true. You cannot do that, right? This is not possible. You're just saying it because you are one of those whatever scammers or spammers, or you're just one of those, fake gurus or whatever else. I've been doing this, folks, ever since 1997. I created the system when Google and YouTube first started out. So I know how the system works. And if you're one of those people who are the devil's advocate, right? This doesn't work, and you walk away, well, again, the loss is yours, right? Take a look at all these people who took action, not just one person. As we scroll down, you'll see we're a very active community. We're encouraging other people, right? We have another Thailand student who is saying, my goal is to make one video per day. And today I made another video, and I want to show you guys that the video marketing insider secrets is ranked on the first page on, again, both YouTube as well as Google. And it's not just on the first page, folks. It's page 1, number 1. Pretty crazy, right? Page 1, number 1. And that's not all. Of course, we have some additional ones. Thank you for an awesome class. My video is on the first page on YouTube and third on Google. Okay, not bad, considering that if you take a look over here, 975,000 competitors. That's close to 1 million competitors. And out of nowhere, on a brand new channel, learning this for the very first time, able to outcompete, outrank hundreds of thousands of their competitors. And coming in third place, this is just the beginning. And being on page 1, number 1 on what? Most popular Asian noodle dishes. I'm sure you can imagine that would be a pretty competitive keyword, right? Here they are, complete newbies who are no longer newbies anymore because they took action, right? They are at the top of the search engines. Here's another one. From today's class about SEO, I just found my video on Google. And as you can see, over 70 million competitors on a super competitive keyword. As you can see, coffee enjoyment. 70.8 million in competition, okay? And of course, with our strategies, page 1, number 1 on the number 1 search engine in the world, google.com. Here's another one. Finally, my video is on the first page on both YouTube and Google. Hope everyone can do this too. Thank you. And the results continue. They go on and on and on, right? This happened right in the class itself, right? I am one of the students in the course of this weekend. This happened during the actual class itself. Page 1 on both Google as well as YouTube once again. And this is just something that continues to go on and on and on. And this is what happens, folks, when you take action. So once again, I want to ask you, are you an action taker? Are you somebody who just walk the walk? Or do you actually just continue, or are you somebody who talk the talk or actually walk the walk? Because when you actually walk the walk and you take action, you get real results. Now, let's not talk about the video marketing insider secrets class, right? Because that's all in the past, at least for now. Okay, will we continue to do it in the future? Maybe we will. Maybe we'll also do a special session, for any one of our private members, private communities who haven't yet have the opportunity to attend the class, but you are working with us actively. If you are one of those community members and you do want to learn some of these strategies, right? Type in the word awesome inside of the comments so that I know that you are interested in learning some of these strategies and also getting onto the first page of Google and YouTube and beyond and get these types of results for yourself as well. But notwithstanding, I want you to know that outside of simply video marketing, outside of traditional SEO, outside of what I normally teach, there's definitely a lot more opportunities where that came from, okay? Because during the same 2 days that I taught those strategies, I actually invited them to some additional opportunities that I want to share with you right here, right now. Just to let you know, all these things that I'm talking about, they are all very, very time limited. Okay, a great example, last week, or maybe it was a week and a half or 2 weeks ago by now, we had an opportunity where we said that we were going to start a brand new agency. And if you want to be an official approved partner of ours, you have a few days to express your interest, right? You have a few days to leave a comment in the actual post so that we can contact you and we will reach out to you. And at that point in time, we'll talk to you. We'll send you a link to an application. And for those of you who followed the process exactly and did it on time, fortunately for you, right? You had the opportunity to apply for this amazing opportunity, which we're still reviewing at this point in time. However, just to let you know, after that, okay, we actually did have to close it off. Unfortunately, because time was up, we have to get the service up and running. We needed time, weeks in advance to, talk to more and more people. And so with that, we closed off that opportunity. But then, as they say, when one door closes, another one opens, right? Another one opened. So now, if you go and join us inside of this particular group right here, and let me go ahead and type that into the comments for you so that you can actually see it if possible. Okay, facebook.com/groups/Groove Asia CM. If you go to this particular group, what you're going to see is that we have another opportunity where anybody who might be multilingual, right? Or anybody who wants to be our JV partner, you are now hereby invited to follow the exact same SOP, meaning that you come to this post and you leave a comment, just like what these people did right here, right? Leave a comment, express your interest inside the comments, and then we will reach out to you. And if you followed the process correctly, you would have been invited to fill out this application form where you will be invited to be one of our top JV partners in this Groove Asia expansion opportunity. Now, what I will say right now is that this has been the best opportunity that I have been able to find for anyone who is multilingual. But as we close off the applications, most likely in the next 24 hours or so, okay, I want to say that this opportunity is no longer limited now to just multilinguals. Even if you simply want to focus on English, even if you're not multilingual, even if you only know one language, the good news is that you can still come to this group right here, facebook.com/groups/Groove Asia CM, and you let us know in the comments, okay? Do not PM me directly. Do not PM anyone on my team directly because chances are we're going to miss those PMs. And by the time that we see them, maybe days, maybe weeks later, the time would have expired, okay? Make sure that you leave a comment so that our team who is scouring through the different pieces of comments, they will be able to see it, okay? Leave a comment and let us know if you want to be a JV partner. But in addition to that, remember, when one door closes, another one opens, right? What this means is that in the next 24 hours or so, if you somehow already missed the opportunity for us to work together as multilingual JV partners, maybe it'll open up again later on in the future, maybe it won't, okay? But regardless, if you take a look at a little bit more, scroll down on what I posted last night, at least my time, okay? It was like about 15 hours ago when I posted this. I mentioned that this is yet another brand new opportunity that will be coming up soon. Okay, so for anyone who is in the Groove community, we invite you to watch this Groovathon that's happening for these 2 weeks. Okay, and after that, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of training that is going on in regards to everything Groove related. If you haven't gotten your account yet, go to grooveasia.cm and sign up right now. Okay, grooveasia.cm and sign up right now. You can see that actually right here at the top of the page, grooveasia.cm. Okay, if you haven't done that, make sure that you go and do that right now, because with this opportunity, it's a little bit too early right now to let the cat out of the bag. But just to let you know, we are doing something very, very exciting and very, very cool that is going to be exclusive only to Groove Asia members only. Okay, so when you get a hold of that and when you understand and grasp the power of this opportunity, you will know that, of course, the Groove Asia community is quite small right now, which means that you don't have much competition. What we're going to be looking for are experts who are willing to work with us to create, get this, a beginner, newbie friendly, getting started training. Okay, it's going to be almost like a course to a certain extent, but it's not going to be as elaborate as a course. It's going to make sure that it goes to all Groove Asia members, whether now or in the future, who are going to sign up. And if you are one of our chosen expert partners who want to do some video modules on, I don't know, Groove Pages or Groove Cards or Groove Mail or Groove Member or upcoming Groove Webinar and Groove Stream or whatever else, we're going to make this the ultimate getting started course, because I'm sure you can imagine right now, anybody who signs up for Groove, if you say, hey, where can we go to get started from the very beginning, right? Right now, it is quite a bit of a hassle to try and pull different pieces of content from everywhere else. Now, what we want, exclusive for Groove Asia students only, right? Our members, we want to feature you. If you want to be featured and give you some additional exposure, which is going to increase your brand, it will improve your business. It'll give you a much better overall authority within the Groove Asia community so that you can be a leader. And if you are interested, okay, we want to feature you inside of this course as well. And guess what? Yes, we're just getting started. But make no mistake, in 6 months, in a year, we will grow into the thousands, we'll grow into the tens of thousands, the hundreds of thousands, and each and every single one of them, they will get to know who you are. Okay, so if you also see this as an opportunity, what I recommend and encourage you to do right now, go to facebook.com/groups/GrooveAsiaCM and leave a comment, just like how a few people have already done. As you can see right here, leave a comment about what it is that you want to educate about. Okay, read what we're talking about right here on this post, and in a few days, as soon as the Groovathon is over, as soon as we close all of the applications for this particular opportunity, this one is going to open, and then it will be your brand new chance to interact with us and join us in yet another brand new project that is going to be huge for every single one of you involved. All right, so if you haven't already, make sure that you go to the group right now and do just that, because we want to make sure that you don't miss out on this, especially if you believe on being at the right place and at the right time. We have many, many people who unfortunately even joined the group too late, right? After all those applications have already expired. And I guarantee we're also going to get some people who join us tomorrow, later this week, next week, who see this post. And unfortunately, it's going to be too late for them, right? But right here, right now, if you happen to be watching us #live, it is not too late for you. It is the right time for you. In fact, leave a comment right here. Lead by example, okay? And make sure that we can identify you as a leader, and you will be amongst one of the first that we reach out to as soon as the brand new application is ready for that. All right, so are you excited about this brand new opportunity? If you are, type in the word excited inside of the comments right now, because we want to make sure that you are super excited. This is going to be absolutely awesome. Awesome. Speaking of awesome, we see Sri saying hashtag live. Always great to see you, Sri. And of course, we have a few of your other applications as well. Our team, more specifically, maybe the COO of Groove Asia, will be reaching out to you. Okay, so that's going to be very exciting. We also have Tyra, who is joining us. Hashtag live, always watching you live on TV, YouTube. I agree. Very awesome. Tyra, thank you for making me always feel like a TV star, because you're always watching me on the TV. We also have Colin, as well as Nicholas, saying agree. Very cool. Sri saying valuable. Long trainings. Thank you, right? Because like I said, we know that long trainings are not necessarily suitable for everybody. And for those who are complaining 5 minutes are too long, 10 minutes too long, then we need to ask them, what are they doing here? Because if they don't want training, then of course, this is the wrong community for them, right? Tyra is saying very inspiring. Thank you for sharing. You're very welcome. Sri is saying awesome. Colin also saying awesome. Chester also saying awesome. Groove Pages Training, Mr. Nicholas saying check your FB for an image to share in this hashtag live. You are going to love it. Thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas is always really good when it comes to, creating brand new content and promotional materials that he knows the entire community will absolutely enjoy. And so we are very grateful for Mr. Nicholas's contribution. And just to let you know, he's also one of our leaders, which means that you will also be hearing from him very, very soon. We also have Raghu Kalia, who has joined us, I believe, from India, saying, hey, great to see you. By the way, I'm not sure if you received the application form. I think that you did ask for it. And so if you're still interested in becoming that multilingual JV partner that we talked about, make sure that you do check your message and fill out the application form. It's been sent to you, I believe. If not, shoot me over a PM once again, and let's get that squared away, because once again, this application is closing off very, very soon. We also have Mr. Jeff saying, hashtag live, great to see you. Raghu is saying excited. Jeff also is saying excited to learn the platform, working on layouts and containers, etc. Yes, it might get very technical, especially for all of us who are just starting out. But of course, this would be a great training for many of us to have. A training on layouts would be great. Thanks. In fact, right here, I'm not offering you a training. I'm inviting our fellow Groovesters, our fellow community members to do the training. So make sure that you do pay attention to what we're talking about. Otherwise, you will completely miss the boat on all of our opportunities. We also have Steven saying hey, as well as a series of other friends who are saying that they're joining us hashtag live. All right, so with that, I want to give you a huge thank you for all of you who are joining us. Make sure, once again, if you haven't already, that you are, of course, connecting with us. This is not G Live. This is not the Groove Asia show or the Groove at Any Time or any other show that you might have been watching. This is the Simon Leung live show. So if you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribe to us, liking us, following us, and turn on those notifications, because again, in addition to all those other shows, we want to make sure that you do get, the intel on anything that would be important that might be outside of the community. For example, the video insider secrets that many people will not have access to if they're simply within the Groove community. So I definitely want to invite you to be a big part of everything that we do. All right, so with that, that is pretty much all that I have for you right here today. And of course, this is something that we are very, very excited to continue to share with you as time goes on because of the Groovathon. As you know, we will not be doing another G Live probably for the rest of the week. However, stay tuned either right here, wherever it is that you're watching me right now, or inside of our private Facebook group, okay? Private Facebook group for Groove Asia, because chances are I will be going live inside of those platforms as well, just to share with you some additional updates, something that you're not gonna get if you're only on the Groove HQ main platform. All right, so with that, I want to thank you for your time here today. Take action right now. Let me know if you have any questions. And of course, as always, I will see you all the way at the very top. Take care, folks. Take action right now. Make sure that you let me know if you're interested in partnering up with me, and we will be in touch very, very soon. Ciao.